but you want to show them that there's hope in life. You want to inspire them to dream big. And that is why you... 2,000 times 1,000, how much is that? 2 million. That's a project right there. Are you learning something? Next person. Hair. So, do you make the hair or do you sell the hair? You sell it. Now, for all the people who are into trading here, I heard you. If you want to win grant funding, you need to move higher. You need to start manufacturing. Why? There's a difference between an entrepreneur and a trader. A trader is somebody who's just buying and selling. An entrepreneur is somebody who is making and transforming it. It is easier for you to win grant funding when you are a maker versus when you're just buying and selling. Because when you're buying and selling, you're not in control of your destiny. I'm sorry if somebody is offended. When you are just buying and selling, you're not in control of your destiny. Should I prove it to you? If you are buying and selling provision, for example, when, what's the name of these makers of biscuits? When PZ, when they increase the price of the biscuit, what will happen to you? Increase immediately. Every single thing they do, you are reacting, you are reacting, you are reacting. But when you're a manufacturer, what do? Number one, you are even creating jobs as a maker. You can control your own destiny. If a vendor or a supplier of raw materials is not doing you well, you can say, I want to look for another supplier. If you are selling provision and you're selling drinks and stuff, can you change your supplier? How? Maybe you are going from, if you are selling drinks, you are going from Coca-Cola to Pepsi. They are brothers, you know, they are brothers in arms, right? So it's easier for you to win grant funding when you are a manufacturer. Are we together? So you need to start thinking, how can I start making? It may be just be something small. You might not even start with here, right? It might be maybe another accessory, right? Something small. Funders love manufacturers. And manufacturers usually win the biggest grants. The biggest. A manufacturer can win a grant of 1 billion naira. Why? Because manufacturing is very cash intensive. And they know that you will put people to work. But let's stick with, just selling here, right? So if you want to do a project around selling here, the question is, what kind of hair? Is it like wigs, right? Who are the people that use wigs the most? Ladies. But who are the people that really need wigs the most? Let me give you a radical idea. Cancer survivors. So imagine you have a project where you're working with hospitals to give free wigs to cancer survivors. And then the story is that cancer survivors, by the time they survive cancer, they've already spent so much of their money on their health that they don't even have any money to take care of their, the way they look, right? And then, of course, these people are stigmatized because they've lost all of their hair, right? And then you want to bring a sense of belonging, a sense of love, and restore their dignity. By what? By providing free wigs and, of course, empowerment and training, right, to cancer survivors to show them that they can still look beautiful, that they are beautiful, there is hope. They can achieve whatever it is that they want to do. And then you partner with hospitals, right? And then imagine that as a cancer survivor, as you are maybe coming out of the clinic and all of that, you're getting a package from you, a care package, of wig, a complete set of wig, and then a training, you're hooked up with a therapist that is, checking up on you for the next 1 year. Think about that. How many hospitals, can you connect with? How many cancer survivors do we have in Nigeria, right? Women, can you relate to this? Because think about cancer survivors. Now, why am I using that extreme example? Why? Because you have to look for the people who absolutely need your service. Grant funding is for you to serve your secondary target audience. Secondary target audience is those people who absolutely need your service but cannot afford it. Yes, there are people who need what you're offering right now, but they don't have the money. So you go and meet the funders to what? Give you the money to serve that secondary target audience. Have you learned something today? Have you learned something today? Have you learned something today? See, this is it. Sometimes, what separates winners from losers is not, the courage. Is not the strength of the family they are from or connections. Sometimes it's just information. What I urge all of you to do today is to act on every single thing that you've learned. Don't just take this as another regular Sunday service where you just go and then you dump your jotter under your bed or you forget that you've taken notes. Go back to the things that you learned. Take action on it. Execution is everything. Don't just take all this knowledge and soak it in. Take action. What I want to hear is that, after this seminar, this person took this step and then their business grew 10 times. This person took this step and then they won that scholarship. This person took this step and then they won that fellowship. This person took that step and then they relocated. There is nothing you cannot do if you put your mind to it. You are a star. You are a superstar. And I see you leading and succeeding. Thank you very much.
Can we give God praise in the house this morning? Can we give God praise in the house this morning? Okay, can we just be on our feet very quickly? Can we be on our feet very quickly and just tell our guest speaker that we love you, sir? Thank you for what you have given us this morning. We're sure going to make good use of it. Thank you once again, sir. Let's have our seat. Thank you. Very quickly, we would be going into the Q&A session. So we'll just ask you to listen to our questions, because I believe that a lot of us right here this morning, we have several questions in our hearts. But to open up the floor, I will make a joke, because I also like telling stories from stories. So while you were speaking here, and it would not leave me for a long time as well, while you were speaking and you asked the question that if you have 000 in your account today, what are you going to do with it? You know, I just told Minister that was sitting beside me, Ma koko jeun. Ma koko jeun, ma jeun gone, then I will now know what to do. Well, that is aside anyways, because when you ask so many people what to do, you'll be so shocked that a lot of people, they are here already, they don't really know what to do. So it might be a joke, but trust me, when some people get money today, the first thing they will do is pay ma koko jeun. Oh, you have a witness. Thank you. So very quickly, the first question that comes to mind this morning, God helping me to be able to craft it. From what you've said so far, it appears to me